Ad Assassins. Today is a very exciting day. We're going to be going over our brand new Ad Assassins branded CRM. It's a super fluid, user-friendly way to manage all of your leads and customer relationships with your agency or just by yourself. So today we're going to be getting into it. We're going to be going over a lot of details, and we're going to have several videos being made about all the little details and all the questions you might have about how exactly this CRM works. So this video is going to be the basics of everything. And we're going to be going over how the UI and the layout is, where all your information is held, and exactly what you can do inside of this Ad Assassins CRM. So we're going to jump right into it. As you can see, we're already on the dashboard. This is the home page that you get to as soon as you've created your account and logged in with all of your information. This dashboard is a super important place. It holds your campaign performance right here. It holds your sales pipeline, and it holds your today's activities. Your performance is a combined report on just about everything that's going on with your leads and everything that you're generating. So what you can see here is you have 4 different options. You have your contacts, you have your contacted, your responded, and then your response rate. These stats that we're tracking down here for response rate are all determined on exactly how the campaign that you have running is performing. And this is not just looking at one single campaign. This is looking at all of your campaigns in a whole. So as you can see here, you can see the amount of contacts that you have, the amount of contacted people that you've made, and the ratio between contacted and responded that you've had, and that's where you get your response rate. It's a super easy way to kind of just get a gist of exactly how you're performing and how your leads are performing as well. You know, whether or not they are solid leads, whether or not they are being contacted and they are responding to those contacts. That's where you're going to be able to see all the stats on that. So it's really great for that type of stat tracking. The next card that we have right here is our sales pipeline. This is where you're going to be able to set up exactly where you want, actually more about the details of where you want to see your sales in the default, in the contacts, and everything else like that. And then on the right, we have our today's activity. Today's activity is just going to be about the appointments that your contacted leads have set up with you. So your leads are going to be able to come in through this CRM and be able to schedule appointments directly with you. There isn't using outside third-party applications. There isn't another calendar that we're using. We are basically implementing all the great aspects of a calendar application right into a CRM so that you're not having to go out and get third-party applications. It's just a one-stop shop for lead and customer relationship management. That's what we're doing here. So that's what today's activity is all about on this card, and this is just going to be a gist of all the different scheduled appointments that you might have. Right now it's empty, but eventually once you start making contacts with your leads that are coming in, you're going to be able to see all of the appointments that they have set up for you. So at the top, we have our subscription credit. So Ad Assassins is also a great place for a automated dialer. Not so much automated, but it is a dialer, a text message, and a email drip service. So we have embedded a dialer into the software so that instead of having to go out and purchase a number from another third-party application, we've embedded that into this website so that you're able to purchase the phone number and then have it connect to this account and be able to contact all of your leads through the same number. And so the subscription credit's really important. So what it basically is because we're sending out these text messages and because we're sending out these calls, we need to have a way to pay the telephone providers the services that they're providing with their dialers and with their text message systems. So every time you send a text message, it uses about 0.07 of a subscription credit in order to send that text out. So that's where subscription credit falls into. You're able to set up your card and add subscription credit to this account, or you're also able to set up and pay as you go, so that you're just setting up your credit card and it's automatically being applied every single time you send out a text message, so you're not having to worry about subscription credit running out. And it's a really good way to keep everything in one place. So after that, we also have several icons up at the top. These icons are going to be a place where you're going to see some details about your profile, going to see some details about the notifications that you're getting, and some details about your system settings, and the phone calls that you're sending out, and the numbers, and a lot of other different things. So I'm going to jump right into it. This little bell icon is going to be your latest notifications. This is what's going to send. This is what's going to populate whenever you get a notification through the Ad Assassins CRM. So whether or not it's appointment being made, or a lead responded, or something like that, you're going to be able to see these notifications right here with just a simple click, and it's going to be displayed on every single page that you're in. So if you're ever wondering, hey, what's going on with my campaign? Hey, have these people responded? You're just going to be able to go up to this little notification bell, click it, and click the notification and jump right into that contact. So it's a super, super easy way of navigating all of the information that your leads are generating for you. So on top of that, we also have lead notifications. It's going to populate in both separate menu screens, but for the lead notifications, this is just strictly about the lead information that you are getting. So whether or not they've contacted you, whether or not they weren't contacted or didn't respond or something like that, this is where it's going to populate inside of the lead notification menu. On top of that, we have this little gear icon up here, and this is going to be our quick action shortcut. And it's going to have 3 different tabs inside of it. It's going to have details on our virtual number. It's going to have details on the cutoff time, so that we're not having our text messages that are automatically being sent out through our campaigns to people at times that they won't really believe is a real person. So you don't want to be sending text messages out, at 3 a.m. You want them to be between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. And so what we've done is we've gone ahead and embedded that into this system, so that you're able to come in here, see the cutoff time, and the information that we're seeing about the cutoff time is exactly what I just explained. It says that you may receive leads 24/7, but that does not mean you want to respond immediately. And that's very true. If you have a lead getting a text message at 3 in the morning as soon as they opted in for something, you don't want them to believe that you're up at 3 in the morning doing this stuff. They wouldn't feel like that's a very realistic option. They would more or less think that that's just another automated bot. And what we want to do as an agent is be personable with our leads, so that they do believe that we are real people. So on top of that, down here, we have the server based on the estimated time. So we have send out no automated communications before 8 a.m., right? And then we have send out no automated communications after 8 p.m. So it's all being set up right here, so that you can just come in, say your office hours are between, 9 a.m., right? You can just scroll that down, or even 9:30. And then you are not be able to send out text messages until let's say 5:30. So you can just quickly change that in here. It will automatically update it in there, and then you'll save the changes down here. It's this little button. And so I have actually set that up to be 8 a.m. So what we're gonna do is set that to, there we go, and we'll get that all fixed up. And so we'll be able to save the changes there, and our time will be automatically updated. And you'll just have to, you'll be going through that every time, you're revamping your campaign, or you're revamping the CRM. You'll be going in and resetting up the automated communications time frame. So onwards. So after going over the cutoff times for the automated text messages, we're going to be able to click in here, and then we have the information on our virtual number. So you're actually going to be able to have it says one right here, but what you'll be able to have is a limit of 5 different numbers, and it'll all be purchased through the same place. So instead of having one phone number, through Twilio and then another through Google Voice, you'll be able to have all of those numbers directly from this CRM. And this is where they are going to display, and it'll have all of the information on exactly what those numbers are, so that you're not forgetting, hey, what's this number? Where's it going? It'll have all that information right in here. So after that, we also have this little person icon up here. This is going to be your profile tab. You can add a picture to it. We do suggest that you use the same brand that you're using for your Facebook account. It's a way to build brand continuity, not even a Facebook account, but any other business that you consider yourself to build brand continuity with these leads. So what we're going to do is we're going to click into here, and we have our Ad Assassins support profile. We have several tabs down this row. We have my profile, we've got the billing, invoices, packages, which is going to be our subscription plans that we're on. And then down here are our affiliates and our inbox. So this inbox is going to be, where all the messages that are coming through, maybe somebody else in the CRM has messaged you. That's where all of that information is going to go, right into this inbox tab down here. So we're going to start off with my profile, and my profile has all of the information about you as a person, and you as an agent or you as an agency. It really does depend, but inside of here, it's going to hold all of that. And then you're going to have the ability to change your password. You're going to have the ability to set up more company info with a new logo. You're going to be able to set up all of these different things. And then down here is your API key, just in case, we'll be getting into this in another video. But the API key is going to be for your integrations and anything that you might want to be integrated with the CRM. It is fully open source, so you're able to grab this API key and place it just about anywhere you want and get that information. You're also able to change your avatar by clicking that, adding a profile picture, and getting everything set up. So back to personal info, you're going to be able to modify this info as you go, and then be able to save the changes, and it'll automatically update, so you're not having to wait any time or jumping through hoops to get just some simple details about you as an agent or you as an agency. You're just going to be able to automatically update this, and it should work super fluidly. Okay, so now that we've got the top header explained and ready to go, we also have this search bar right here, and the search bar is going to be, you can come in here and search anything, and it'll look for keywords throughout the entire CRM and pull up the results that you're looking for. So on top of that, we're just going to go right back to the dashboard, and we're going to talk about the tabs on the left side of the screen. There's several of them, and we'll be going over them in a decent amount of detail, but I just wanted to scroll down here and show you that your campaigns will populate right here. So this is where your campaigns will show up. If you have 5 campaigns running, you'll be able to see all 5 campaigns just right off the back on the home screen. So the next tab that we have, the next icon that we have on the left side of the screen is our contacts. So this is going to be where all the information on your leads will be. You'll have several options of getting these contacts in here. Some of them will be integrations, which, like I said, we'll be getting into in another video. But for right now, we're going to be talking about manual input of these contacts. So you have several buttons at the top. We have advanced filtering options, so you're able to go in and filter your contacts, whether or not it's by the age or the name or anything like that. You'll be able to come in here and filter those out. The next is the quick links, so you'll be able to set up tags, have file lists, block lists, and everything else like that. And then back to the manual contact input, you'll have the option to add a new contact. So this button right here will be able to be pressed, and it'll come up with the information that you would possibly need about the contact that you're getting. Everything will be in here, from their name to their date of birth to their phone number, all the way down to their occupation, their deal value, their website, and everything else like that. And so we'll be able to populate all of that automatically, which we'll be talking about in a future video. But for right now, you will be able to just go in, type in all the contacts information, and everything should be good. The other option that you have is to upload contacts. So you can upload contacts through a CSV file. It's pretty standard for other CRMs if anyone's familiar with that. But for this CRM, it is just the same. What you're going to go in is you're going to click this. It's going to, you're going to be able to choose a file, and you're going to import that CSV directly into the Ad Assassins CRM. So you'll have all your contacts. Say you had them on a spreadsheet somewhere, and you had 150 of those. You wouldn't want to go in with 150 contacts, pressing the add new contact, and have that going through 150 of those. You would just want to be able to automatically upload all of those if they're on a spreadsheet, and get those into the Ad Assassins CRM, so you're able to contact them, put them into campaigns, stuff like that. It's really good for transitioning from other CRMs. You'll be able to download all of the CSV files from the other CRMs and just automatically import them right into the new Ad Assassins CRM. So down here we have the export the results in a CSV. That's what I was saying, where you can export all of the contacts out and get them into a spreadsheet. You also have your actions right here, so you can assign tags right here, and you can assign tags to people and come up with your own tags and everything else like that, just to keep you a bit more organized. This will also be the place where you're able to move them to a campaign. So if you have a campaign running, I believe I don't have any contacts right now inside of this CRM, but if I did, I'd be able to highlight those contacts, come up here to actions, and then move them directly into a campaign wherever they may be. You also have the options to share the contact, and you have the option to delete the contact. And so those are your actions right here. And everything will show up right here, list after list, page after page of all the contacts that you could possibly have inside of this new CRM. So the next tab over, we have our Manage Campaign icon. Our Manage Campaign icon is where we're going to be able to create the campaigns that we want to run. So by coming in here, I already have this campaign running. It's campaign test. I was just seeing what was going on with it, what I could have done with it, stuff like that. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and create a new campaign. We'll be going a lot more in depth into new campaigns and creating new campaigns and automating new campaigns and getting those all set up to work really fluidly with how you want to contact your leads. And we'll be going over a lot of different strategies about how exactly that will work. But for right now, we'll be able to click this new campaign button right here. And what we'll be able to do is we have a set of campaign templates already pre-made, so that you don't have to, come up with your own, that you can use one of our tests, right? But let's say you wanted to come up with one of your own and you didn't want to use the campaign template that we have. What you'll be able to do is come up here to set up new campaign manually. So you'll be able to set up new campaign manually, click this button, and it'll come in here with all of your campaign info. So the info that we're showing right here is it's going to be our campaign name, it's going to be the campaign email, the API key for this specific campaign, and then also down here is going to be our text message and email drips. And this is where everything is going to be located in terms of how you contact these leads and everything else like that. So on the side here, we have several other buttons. We have our Start Campaign button. We have the Add Contact button. We have the Upload Contacts. We have all contacts inside this campaign. We have the option to delete the campaign. And then we have the Connect to Zapier, which is going to be our automated integrations that we're going to be diving into in another video. But for right now, we're just going to talk about what we have right here. So to start the campaign, once you've created the campaign, you're going to have to click this Start Campaign to get it running. It will be paused for the moment, but once you start it, you'll be able to turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, back and forth, however you'd like. You also have the option to add a contact directly into this campaign. Let's go ahead and click that. So our campaign isn't running, but if we start up the campaign, we'll be able to add the contacts that we have. I don't have any contacts inside the CRM, so I'm not going to dive right into that. We'll eventually have some contacts put in here for future videos. So we also have the option to upload the contacts. We also have the all contacts and then the delete campaign. We're not going to delete the campaign right now. We wouldn't want to do that. So what we have here is we have the campaign name. So we're able to edit this campaign name. So let's do campaign, lead generation, right? So we have this campaign running, and then we have the campaign email that's going on. Then we have this little button right here that says continue campaign after response. So we like to keep that defaulted to no, so that if someone does respond, the CRM will know if they do respond, so that it's not sending out text message after text message after they haven't, after they've already responded to the text message or email that they've gotten. So we like to keep that off, and that will come default with all the manual campaigns that you are creating. So you don't have to worry too much about that. So down here is where we have our text message and email drips. We'll be diving into this, like I said, in another video. But for right now, going over exactly how this works with all the different buttons and the UI and the layout and everything else like that, we have several options up here. So we have the ability to set up an email. So we would click the email, and what it will do is it will bring us up a template. So we can do a test email, and then we can type in, this is a test email. And then we can go ahead and we can set up when we want it to send after they become a lead. So let's say, as soon as they become a lead, we'll send out this email, immediately. Let's say on a later day. So let's say in 2 days they haven't responded, then we'll send it out again. And we can also set up a custom date, greetings, and a reoccurring text message and email drips. So we'll go ahead and save this email template. And so what it will do is it will populate down here, and then we'll be able to come over here and create a text message template. And we'll do, this is a test. So we'll go ahead, we'll set that up as immediately. We'll go ahead and save this, and we'll have our email and our text message drips already set up so that when they get added to this campaign, this email and this text message will send out automatically. And it will go out as soon as they become, immediately as I set it inside of the email template. It will send out immediately as soon as they get added to this campaign. And so what's really cool about this CRM is that when someone does respond to the email or to the text message, you will be able to see that response right here on this page. It's a super cool, unique feature that we have, so that we're not having to jump to our phones to contact these people. We're actually able to see when they've contacted and what exactly their message was, whether or not it was, yeah, I would love to have some more info. Can we please set up a call? You will be able to see that and then send them out another text message through this CRM and have them be able to receive that and then contact back and forth between each other. So that's another amazing feature that we have already set up. So that is going to be the basics for the campaign management page. But for right now, we're going to go on to we'll be diving into the campaign management in a later video. But for right now, we're going to dive on to the deals tab right here. So if you just click on the deals, we're going to be able to set up what phase those our leads are in. So whether or not they are a new lead, whether or not they're a contacted lead or a dud, we'll be able to come in here and create all the different deals and stages. So that if we come up here and we do stage and we add a stage, we can even change the color of the stage to whatever we would like. If we wanted it to be, blue for cold, red for hot, we can set that up and we can create the stage for new lead. And then what we can do is we can actually go into deals, and then we'll have new lead, and we'll be able to drag these to whether or not the deal has been won or lost. So that's where we'll be creating these stages of our leads and how they've been contacted and everything else like that. So we'll be diving into this again in another video, but just for right now, it's a simple overview of exactly what's going on inside of this tab. So the next is our activity, and this is where our calendar is going to be set up. So this isn't the calendar that the clients are going to be seeing, or the leads are going to be seeing. This is the calendar for you to see all of the appointments that they have made for you, made with you. It's going to be super simple. You'll be able to see a whole month out. You'll be able to, go farther past if somebody set up something, hopefully just in within the week, you'll be able to go and see that appointment right here and be able to click into it and see the details about that appointment. And so you'll have several things right here. So complete, overdue, and today. So you'll be able to track the status of all of those appointments that have been made. You'll also be able to connect it with your Google Calendar so that it's not just being connected through here so that you're having to jump in. You'll have this information in your main calendar. Say if you work for another company and you have a calendar set up for them through Google and you want this information in there, you can go ahead and do that as well, just by simply connecting it with the Google so that it doesn't conflict with any of the appointments that you may have already previously made. So down here is after going over the activity page, down here is going to be our team performance. So we will be diving into this once again in another later video, but for right now, this is going to be, if you are an agency or you are aspiring to be an agency, this is where you are going to be able to see all the agents that are under you. It's a super way to simply manage all of the different information that you are getting from the agents that are below you, and how they are performing, and who has access to adding stats into the CRM. So this is where all of that information will be held. The next one is going to be our scheduler. So this is where we're going to be able to create calendar events that we'll be able to give to our leads, or set up, whether or not we're running ads and we want this to be the last page that they go to within the ad so that they can quickly set up a calendar appointment. You'll be able to come in here, click this new event. You'll be able to set up exactly what this event is. You'll be able to set up the campaigns. So I can select the campaign test that I had, and then you'll be able to use, show my company logo, and go ahead and just customize all the events, set up the date and the time and everything else like that. And then down here, you'll have your confirmation page, and you'll be able to get them a link by viewing this live page. Once your event is turned on, you'll copy the URL up at the top, and then that will be the URL that you will give to people who are becoming leads for your agency. So we'll go ahead down here, and you can also see your scheduled events. So if you wanted to come in here and see some events that are upcoming, they will also post into your activity. But for right now, if you wanted to just come into this tab and see all the scheduled events, you'll be able to exactly see that. All right. So that is a broad overview of the entire brand new Ad Assassins CRM. Once again, it is a super fluid, useful, user-friendly CRM, and it's going to make your experience as an agent so much better. I look forward to having several videos being posted very soon, going over a lot of the details that we covered, and having a few more tidbits on exactly maybe some theories or some strategies on exactly what you can do as an agent to better your business. All right, so thank you so much, Ad Assassins. Y'all have a great day.